Those hopeful of bipartisanship on The Voice will have to think again.
We have to stop dividing our nation along the lines of race.
No one should feel any shame in voting no to this.
The Nationals declaring they'll oppose constitutionally enshrining an Indigenous voice to Parliament. Senator Jacinta Nampijinpa-Price, a Warlpiri Celtic woman, arguing it'll only empower elites and won't deliver practical improvement to the lives of Indigenous Australians.
Why should I, as an Indigenous Australian, be governed under a separate entity than the rest of Australia?
It's a bit premature, really, and a bit inept. I don't see it as a setback, quite frankly. I think this is the beginning. The campaign hasn't even begun.
This decision by the Nationals is a disgrace. They're on the wrong side of history on this.
One Liberal firmly in support of The Voice, very keen for opposition leader Peter Dutton not to follow the Nationals.
It's not a position that the Liberal Party needs to adopt.
This might prove to be a pivotal moment when it became clear that the referendum would have to defy the precedent of bipartisanship for it to succeed. The government won't be funding the yes or no campaigns, instead relying on the philanthropic and corporate sectors to make the case for The Voice. Parliament splitting on another front. Labor's move to censure Scott Morrison for his multiple ministry moonlighting.
The actions of the former Prime Minister were extraordinary, they were unprecedented and they were wrong.
Why would we support something that's a sideshow? We've been very clear from the start. We've been very clear that Scott Morrison did the wrong thing. All of us have said that quite publicly. It's time to move on.
Scott Morrison going from electoral defeat, headed for parliamentary dishonour. Andrew Probyn, ABC News, Canberra.